Hey Gemini, welcome to the Jezebel Way Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your January reading. I appreciate everybody who reached out in my absence. Thank you so very much. Those who purchased reads, I appreciate y'all. Subscribers, welcome new subscribers. Cross-watchers, come on in. You guys know you're always welcome. Those of you who've been there since day one, I appreciate y'all. No content, you guys stick by me. Thank you so very much. I generally do love readings. I do general love readings, collective love readings, twin flame readings. But if something in the video doesn't resonate with you, don't try to make it fit. Generally, within a few minutes of a video, if that is for you or not. I will never reach out to you for a read. You can contact me for a read at thejezebelway@gmail.com. That's in the description box below, along with my pricing. And when you inquire about a read, I will generally send back an email that says a scheduling time, projected scheduling time, according to your schedule. But I will never reach out to you and say, well, you've got to do a read with me because Spirit has a message for you. For some people, maybe it works that way, but, I don't generally reach out. If you want a personal read, I'm happy to help you out. But I won't contact you first. If you like what you see, if you like the content, if the video resonates with you, you like the channel, subscribe and like. I would appreciate that. We have Mars going direct. It's gone direct. We're still in retrograde till the 18th or 19th, I think. Today the moon is in Scorpio. So it's been in Scorpio, I think, a couple of days, or it may be one more day or so. That's always really heavy energy, and just ride it out. If truth is coming to you, or you're experiencing intuitive hits or downloads of any kind. If you are purging, you're going through some triggers, let it happen. That's the transformative energy of Scorpio. So let's see what we got for Gemini for love for January. You feel like home to me. Okay, I like that, right? You are an angel. Wow, so I'm going to leave it there, okay? Somebody is really into you, Gemini, and so let's see what's going on with that. What deck do I want to use? Haven't used this deck in a while. Call this deck my cartoon deck. So let's see what's going on there. Let me move these little boogers over here so you guys can see the cards. I got me a little card stand here, but I think it prevents you from being able to see, so I may move that elsewhere. Show me Gemini. January love universe. It looks like your money's going to be pretty steady for the rest of January. Avoid conflict at events. I don't know. Whatever that means for y'all out there. Avoid conflict at events. Okay. So right off the bat, we got the devil. We have all that good stuff, and then we get the devil. What the hell? Sexual attraction and romance. All right, so we've got the card of the Eight of Cups. So there's been some kind of change for either you or this person who you're engaging with. So let's kind of see what's going on with the partner. But we have somebody bringing romance and sexual attraction and all the good things. And, this might be indicative of somebody telling you what you want to hear. But let's get into it a little more before we make that judgment call. Show me Gemini's lover. It doesn't feel like old love to me. We have hit it and quit it here. Offer of commitment may not be where it's at. God damn. You know, I thought this was going to be good. We have someone juggling two people. So before we get any further, this walking away card may indicate that somebody is leaving a relationship or they're leaving something. Okay. So it may not actually be two active people. Let's see what the deal is with the commitment issue. Show me the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Massive change happening for this person, but they may not be being exactly honest with you about where the relationship that they're leaving is at. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Let's see what's going on with you, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, you're making a decision about this person already. You got Lovers. I think, Gemini, you've already recognized that there may be not any forward movement here. This may be for fun, okay? Let's kind of see what's going on between the two of you. There seems to be an idea that somebody wants to seek balance and love through happiness, excuse me. But there's a block here about rejection and being defensive about commitment. And public recognition of the relationship. So somebody may not be being recognized publicly as girlfriend because there's somebody else here. I don't have that Three of Cups or anything like that, but I have the energy here about someone's indecisiveness and lack of public recognition, the idea of rejection of talking about commitment. Usually that kind of means some other things. So let's see what their blocks are. So Gemini, I think you want commitment. This person is kind of dodging you. So you're kind of deciding that maybe it's not a commitment. Let's see what's going on here with, whoops. All right. Yeah, we got Two of Cups and we got Five of Cups. So there's something that is indeed ending. But I don't think that they've been honest with you about it. And that may be why they're defensive about talking about commitment. Okay, so the block is they're not done being in something, or it's on its way out, or what have you, but that's why they're dodging you for commitment. It's always a funny thing to try to start a relationship with someone when they're coming out of a relationship, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be ready. They're going to need some time, which always puts the other party at a disadvantage because what do? You know, do you stick it out and let them have their time, or do you move on? I mean, so I always find that when circles are kind of eclipsing, when cycles, Jesus priest, when cycles are eclipsing each other, that's probably a moment in time, and maybe it's not meant to be a long time, maybe a moment. So treat it as a little boost. Treat it as whatever, but lose the attachment to the idea that it maybe end up in long-term commitment. But let's see what for the now. Let's see what your blocks are. I think that you're kind of unfulfilled. And, in fact, I may be taking it more seriously than you are, actually, Gemini, because you've got the 7 of Coins in reverse, which indicates to me that, you really don't have any long-term plans. You're not really kind of attaching to that idea. You're kind of ready to move on to the next thing. And, you're not really fulfilled with the idea of lack of commitment. Okay, so let's see what the blocks between the two of you are. Forward movement is a block because somebody isn't single. And you're the other woman. And then we have the Knight of Wands. We have a lot of wand action here. So a lot of times when the cards are heavy in one direction, that's kind of the energy of the relationship. So this is a heavily sexual connection. I'm not seeing a lot of cups as far as love goes, long-term love. I'm not seeing a lot of that. I'm not seeing a lot of coin cards that indicate stability for this connection. I'm seeing a lot of obstacle cards, right? From beginning to end, I'm seeing a lot of obstacle cards. So somebody's not being quite honest with you about where they're at in their relationship and where they're headed in their relationship. And we are not bringing some bullshit into 2023, okay, about continuing to be and live and dwell and operate in toxic cycles, right? We're not. We're just not. We're going to be about us, and that's it, right? So let's see how your partner's feeling about you. Well, this is interesting. We have two cards here that are kind of the same thing, both fours. This is talking about foundations and balance, right? And Gemini, you're being rewarded for shutting cycles down. You're going to be rewarded for not accepting anything but what you deserve. And this person over here, this lover over here, is holding on to something, right? They're holding on to something. So you're letting go, they're holding on. But this doesn't mean they're holding on to you. This just means they're holding on to something. So when they're ready, you may not be. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. Let's see how they feel about you, though, because that's not really. They may want to hold on to you for their own gratification, too. So don't forget about that. Some people like to have a little bit of something in the corner to boost themselves. But that may not be why they're announcing anything or making it known, because they're not single or because, you know, they don't want that, right? Let's see, how does Gemini... Well, these keep... They're just going out. You're an option. You're an option. They're not moving forward with relationship with someone else, but this person is not just a, you know, this person is a high-level commitment, okay? They're not moving forward with it, but you're an option. This is an option. Okay. Let's see what they're thinking. That they need to heal before they get in committed relationship. That's what also they're going to communicate to you. They're going to tell you this. You know, I need some time. You know, when they've used you as a boost to make themselves feel better while they're experiencing the ending of something, when they're free, when they're done, it's going to be like, well, you know, I'm not ready for anything long term. I'm not ready for, you know. And so I saw this TikTok that mentioned, let's put our energy and our efforts into something that we actually have a future with, right? So meaning, at the end of this, you're going to be having put in your efforts, and you're going to feel at the end of it like you've wasted your time. And I think you may start to be recognizing that. So if your intuition is telling you, yeah, you know, think about how your body reacts when you're around this person. What is your mind doing when you're around this person? Do you catch yourself acting out of character? Or do you catch yourself being like, what am I doing that for? Then listen to that. Our body and our mind have a funny way of telling us what our soul's trying to tell us when we're not listening to our spirit. So this person at the end of all this is going to be like, well, you know, I need some time. Well, you know. What is their intention with Gemini? What is Gemini's numbers? 8 of coins in the reverse, no work. They're not going to put the work in. And they're going to, you know, they're not trying to trap you in something, but they're going to set you free. They're going to remain in this relationship. Ooh. Okay. So you may be dealing with a person who likes to step out of the relationship to put the partner in their place. You may be dealing with somebody who likes to, when they get in a fight with this person, they like to go out and get some ass because it's a control thing. It's a control thing, right? So this person here, Gemini, and this lover, this commitment, this wife, this girlfriend, whatever, these two have a really toxic cycle that they go in and out of all the time. She probably or he probably does some shit to this one too. So you don't want to be caught in the crossfire here. Okay, don't get caught in the crossfire. You use a tool to do something that you need. Don't be a tool for this person, okay? Let's see what they're actually going to do. What is this person going to do? They're going to return back to this commitment with this person, with this Empress. I have Empress and Emperor here, so this is a connection, right? Show me, what is this lover of Gemini? What are they going to do in regard to Gemini? They're going to tell you not to expect any more than what you're getting because, after all, they are married, or they are in a commitment, or they are, you know, whatever. Don't expect anything more than what you're getting from me, which means they're slinging shit back on you for wanting something that any normal person would want. And they're going to communicate the idea, and it's going to feel like a slap in the face when at the end of everything, if you're holding on because you think they're going to leave this Empress, this high-level commitment connection that they have, that they're going to cut that connection, they're going to let you know real quick that they don't have any intention of doing it in the end. Well, we were happy once. We're happy except for ABC. Okay. Let's see what they're afraid to tell you. The idea that they've been beat up in this relationship is a total cop-out. The idea that this person did them some kind of way is a complete and utter lie. They engage in third-party relationships often. So this business here about, oh, you know, feel sorry for me, she's so mean to me, I have it so hard over here, you know, or he's so mean to me, or whatever, is total balls. I mean, it's a lie. You, though, Gemini, have the idea here in your mind that you know that there's more to this story than what you're being told. And you're right, because you have the High Priestess here. This person knows, they're just not saying. Yeah, they will never be transparent with you. They're going to give you little bits at a time. But you've already figured it out. So let's see what the final outcome can be. Okay. I think that, Gemini, you're going to avoid betrayal because you're going to wise up and you're going to relate this to patterns that have happened in the past with others. So this is a lesson for you. You're going to avoid heartbreak because, again, I think you're ready to kind of, you know, move on. And you know that this is not going to end a commitment, so you're not going to waste any time. You know, that you're not being told the truth, and that you, in order to be truly happy and in balance, you need to be with a partner who is free to be with you, right? So let's kind of see what they want to say to you, which this ought to be good, okay. But let's see if I can find those cards, what they want to say to you. All right. I need more little holders for my cards here. So, you know, that song Use Me Up is playing in my mind. I don't know why. I don't remember who sings it either. Use Me Up. You guys know that song. It's an old song. Who sings that song? Hang on. I'm getting a ding, a thing. It's Bill Withers, okay, Use Me Up. It's talking about his friends and his family or whatever, you know, they're like, why are you letting this girl use you like this and blah, blah, blah. And he's sitting there with the Cheshire cat grin, you know, thinking, I'm using her just as much as she's using me. Nobody's getting blindsided here. So that's kind of the way I feel like this is going for you, Gemini, is that you know what this player's doing, but you're using this player just as much as they're using you, and you're actually the one that's going to benefit from it. So let's see what they have to say to you. So they're going to tell you what you want to hear, you know, and the whole nine, okay? Take it with a grain of salt. Listen to that song. That's a good one. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. Yeah, when they want something. But when you try to call them, they're like, oh, you know, they can't be talking to you. Our love was too intense for me. I needed to break away to go back to my wife. My desire to be with you gets stronger every day. So, you know how to manage that. It's just when I'm talking about it and I use these cards, it usually is a different feeling. But when I'm using them with this read, it's like, you know, that's what I'm feeling. So anyway, take it for what it's worth. All right, so let's see what their next move may be. We kind of know, but let's take a look. Universe, show me Gemini's lover's next move. Oh, yes, I'm sad. I can't handle my life anymore. I'm sad, overloaded. Here's some flowers because I love you. But what they're actually doing is avoiding, and they've been defeated in some way in this other relationship that they're in. And there's a bit of complacency because they end up when they want to be out with they want to cheat. They're doing it to maintain control and to manipulate, right? And so the idea here is, though, that they get bored or they've been defeated in some way in this situation, in this argument that they're having. And they're completely self-absorbed. And you are, Gemini, in this respect, a karmic. You're a karmic. And so don't be a karmic. You know, they're going to slingshot back to their family after they've gotten what they want, which is to maintain control. And don't stick it out and endure it because you think that it's creating intimacy. It's not. Okay? So their next move is to be done with you when they're done. Period. End of story. So let's see. So enjoy it for what it's given you and keep it moving. Don't attach to this person. Yeah, it's about control. It also could be about exploration, you know, sexually. Yeah, they're going to make it sound like, oh, the two of you are the only people in the world. Don't fall for it. They want to get it on the couch over here. But you know, Pan over here is in the background, right? And so Pan is the god of like sex and orgies, that whole thing, right? So if this is kind of like coming to you as an excursion, and I'm not advocating cheating, okay? But I'm just saying, if this is coming to you in that way, don't get attached. You know what you're in. You're grown. You know, you can't blame anybody but yourself if you end up getting your heart broken after the fact, okay? Treat it for what it is and keep it moving. Or send him back to his damn wife, whatever. Or her, to her husband. I think you've made the decision that this person is really putting on really thick, and they kind of want this more than you do, and they're trying to create a false sense of intimacy. So they're working real hard on love bombing, okay? Love bombing. There's more to this story. So, let's get some love cards on it, advice cards on it, and we'll call it good. Choose love. If this love is not in alignment, there's a crossroads here, right? A decision that you're going to have to make. Choose love. Does this feel like love? And if it does, you know, then we need to reevaluate what that looks like. Have patience. The love is coming to you. But this isn't it. Treasure your loved ones. 10, waiting room energy about how do I move forward? This isn't what I want. This isn't love, right? Take it how it resonates. Okay. Make a change. If this kind of theme keeps recurring for you over and over and over, that might be an indicator that you need to try to do some inner work, inner healing, or try to get in there and analyze why you keep getting attracted to the same person with a different face. Gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. So don't attach to this person. I don't care what they tell you. Don't attach to this person. And if you're not seeing it right now, you may see it later. Okay, so file it away for future use. But you're free. You're a free agent. This person is not. And so my question here is, don't get attached to toxicity. Some people love to get attached to toxic cycles. They love the thrill of the chase. They love for somebody to tell them everything they want to hear. You know, don't get trapped in that when you can have a real productive and good and solid relationship with someone who's single. Balanced life. Is this balanced? Ending a trauma. Okay, you're in a cycle for some reason as lesson. So treat it as such. But whatever you do, don't attach to this person. So, Gemini, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see y'all later.